This is Into the Fire. Wow, I cannot believe I'm welcoming Into the Fire the fierce, the funny, one of the best cricketers ever to play the game, and possibly the coolest person on this planet, South African Dale Steyn.
Hello, thank you.
You're welcome. Now Dale, you bowl at 150 kilometres an hour, you skateboard, surf, and you're friends with Adam Sandler. There is no one cooler than you, is there?
Possibly, but yeah, I've done a few things whilst playing cricket. Acted in a movie with Adam Sandler. I've played some cricket with some of the best players in the world. AB, Rahul Dravid, played against Sachin, all the Australians. So it's been a good 14 years so far.
Yeah. Well, let's start back when you were my age. You liked to skateboard and bowl fast. I could be you. Except I don't play cricket or ride a skateboard. Anyway, when did you know cricket is what you wanted to do?
I think I started playing when I was about 10 years old, around there, and then like throughout high school I was pretty decent. I was playing against like men a lot older than me and stuff like that, so I thought maybe at that point I could push it on to the next level, outside of school. And then I moved to Pretoria when I was about 18, 19 years old, and I was lucky enough to get picked up by my provincial team or state team, the Titans, and then from there it kind of just took off. So I'd say from about 18 years old I thought I wanted to make cricket my career.
Yeah, sounds fun. You are passionate about surfing. My dad loves surfing. Unfortunately, it's more channel surfing on the Foxtel. You say you love being out in the ocean. Aren't you scared of those things called sharks?
Yes, I am. But I think when you're surfing, sometimes you forget about it. You're having so much fun, It's like when you're playing football with your friends. There's a chance that someone could slide tackle and break your leg, but you're not really thinking about that, You're kind of just having fun with your friends in the water. You're enjoying how peaceful it is. Just enjoy spending time in nature. And unfortunately, if it happens, it happens. And hopefully it happens quickly. But I do worry sometimes, but for the most time, I'm just really enjoying and having fun. I think it's one place that you can be really peaceful,
Yeah, they are pretty big.
They are.
Your cricket career is amazing. In all forms of cricket, you have taken 1,749 wickets. You have taken 5 or more wickets 70 times, and incredibly taking 10 wickets in a match 12 times. I don't think I need to say any more about your cricket. That says it all.
Thank you. I didn't realise I'd taken that amount of wickets. That's a lot of wickets. I don't know if that is that everything. That's like everything, hey, all together. Yeah, so that's quite a lot, hey. But yeah, it's nice. I think that's what happens when you play for so long. You might need to put this hat on because the sun's in your eyes. There we go. But I think when you play for like 14 years, you're going to take a lot of wickets, or you bat for that amount of time, you're going to make a lot of runs. So hopefully it carries on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, hopefully. The only issue you have had, Dale, is the injuries you have got as you have become older. I may have the reason. Did you realise in all the games you have played, you have bowled 65,138 deliveries? That's 10,853 overs. And that doesn't include practice. You don't need to be Einstein to work out, Dale, why you've had so many injuries.
I also didn't know that I bowled that amount of overs. That's a lot. And yeah, the amount of times that we practice, you never take that into consideration. You don't count that. And when you were young, all the damage that you do to your body, just being out in the sun, you got to put sunblock on, you got to look after yourself. We only live once, and you got to protect yourself as much as possible. But I broke my shoulder 2 years ago. It wasn't very pretty, but I've managed to come back from that, so I'm quite happy.
Doesn't sound very pretty. You were described in one place I read as scary eyes, throbbing veins, and a chainsaw celebration. Sounds like a blooming horror movie. I've got a scarier one. 150 km/h bouncer at a batsman's head. Now that's scary.
Oh yeah. That's pretty scary. I've been on the receiving end of a couple of those before, Australia's famous Mitchell Johnson. Yeah, he hit me a lot. Hit me on the hands a few times. Surprised he didn't break a couple of my bones through my career. But fast bowling is pretty scary, you know. And it's pretty dangerous too. But when you're bowling it or when you're doing it, it's not too bad. But when you're on the receiving end, it's not nice.
They call you the Steyn remover. At 150 kilometers an hour, I think it would be more like the Steyn deliverer. But there's a few guys who change. I bet there's a few guys who change their underwear after facing you.
I hope so. You know, you want to play and you want to scare guys. You want to put guys under pressure. If they know they're playing against you tomorrow, you want them to have a sleepless night. That's the job of a big, scary fast bowler. You know, no one's really scared of this teddy bear. So you've got to be mean. But then when you come off the field and you meet people, be friendly, be kind. You know, be nice. Because we all want that. So, but on the game, play nice and hard, but fair. But be scary.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good one. So you're ready to bowl. Is there times, seriously, when you have laughed at yourself and thought, this guy is scared right now? Don't want to give me any names, do you?
Yeah, there's been a couple times, I think. I think there's been a couple times when the ball has been like maybe reverse swinging. I don't know if you know what reverse swing is, but when the ball starts to reverse swing, you feel like you're in real control of the game. And I can generally stand at the top of my mark and almost have a smile on my face because I know the batsman doesn't know what's coming, and therefore I've got the upper hand, you know. So that can be scary too, you know, just not physically. It's more like mentally you feel like as a player, as a batsman, you feel like this guy's got my number, it's going to get me out, you know.
Yeah.
And that can be quite scary too because your team is relying on you to score runs and they're relying on you to do well, and then you just know that you can't because the bowler's actually, he's one step ahead of you.
Yeah. It says, as you have become older, you've learnt the art of the swing. Dale, don't want to break your heart, but my sister is 4 years old and she knows how to use the swing.
I think you got to learn from a young age. You're right. You know, at 4 years old, you know, if you go and look at New Zealand rugby, for example, you know, the All Blacks, they train the kids how to use their skills. You got to use your hands. You got to move the ball. You know, when they were young, when we were playing rugby back when I was a kid, it was all about power. You need to run into guys and move the ball forward by using power. Now it's all about skill. And cricket's the same thing. You know, if you start teaching people from a grassroots level, 4 years old is very young, but if you can learn it at that age, or 10, and you take that into your game as you get older, you can master the skill a lot sooner. And there's a lot of guys that are 35, 33 that still don't know how to do it properly. So if you can learn earlier, even better.
Yeah. Now reverse swing is something I'm interested in finding out about. Is that when you sit backwards before pushing off?
Yeah. I think the batsmen are always going back and forth, you know, because it's difficult to face. It really is. It's also difficult to get the ball to reverse swing. You need. There's a lot more stricter rules these days on how they do it and everything like that. But if you can learn that art, you know, just do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube. Do you remember Wasim Akram and Wako Yunus? I don't know if you remember them. They're way before your time. But go YouTube those guys. They were the masters at it. And I've watched their videos 1,000 times. Just watching where they come on the crease, how they let go of the ball. If I manage to get a chance to speak to them, ask them how they get it right. It's a real good skill to have.
Yeah, I'll go check it out. Is it true that you were bought in the 2016 IPL auction for $22.3 million? Bet that bought a nice car, a house, and a small island.
$22 million, maybe Zimbabwe dollars, but no, I didn't go for $22 million. If I did, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I would be on that island. But yeah, I've been to the IPL a couple of times. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great tournament. It brings some of the best players in the world all together. You get to play against them. You get to share dressing rooms with them and all that kind of stuff. And it's really nice. And at the end of the day, they actually pay quite nicely too. So it's pretty much worth it.
Sounds really fun. Now we have to talk about your acting career. It really took off in 2014 in the movie Blended. I've watched it and I thought you were very unlucky not to be nominated for an Oscar. I mean, you were the lead role, some guy called Dale, but your phone rang off the hook from Hollywood after that performance.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's amazing, hey? Like if you play for long enough, some of the people that you meet and some of the opportunities that you get, I've been very, very, very lucky. That I probably would have won an Oscar for worst performance, not really best performance. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Do you think I was okay?
Yeah, I think you were okay.
Well, I'll take it. Thank you.
How did you meet Adam Sandler? Don't mind if I take notes, do you?
No, of course not. Adam Sandler, what a nice man. He's a great guy. Do you know any of his movies?
Yes, I do. Happy Gilmore.
Yes. So I grew up watching Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. They were my favorite movies when I was young. Loved them. And I don't know, I think this world works in such strange ways, you know. Did you ever think that you were going to meet me and interview me?
No.
You know, so I didn't really ever think that I'd meet him, and it kind of happened, you know. So we're blessed, and we're lucky enough, like I say, to be around people that know other people. And you know, Adam saw some of my games. He liked the celebration. He liked all that kind of stuff, and he wanted to have that in his movie. So I got a call from him, and the rest is history.
Wow. Can I ask a few quick questions about your team to try and get an inside view?
Yes, of course you can.
Who in the team is the guy you just wouldn't room with?
Who wouldn't I room with? Wow. I think most of the guys are really nice, but I like to have a clean room. So I probably wouldn't room with either Quinny de Kock or KG Rabada. They're very messy.
Oh. There's one piece of pizza left on the table. Who eats it?
Chris Morris. He's eaten it before there's even one slice left. He eats more food than anyone in the world.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
Yep.
Everyone goes out on a big night as a team. Which player makes up an excuse to stay home?
Wow. A lot of our guys are actually married now, to be honest with you. They're married with kids. So, you know, their big nights mean that they are sitting rocking babies and feeding babies at 2 o'clock in the morning rather than going out looking for other kinds of things. So, yeah, but who would go out or who would make an excuse? I would probably make all the excuses. I am 35, so I'd make all the excuses not to go out.
Okay. There's a mirror in the room. Who's the first person to look at themselves?
Faf du Plessis, without a doubt.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
You celebrate a wicket and mess up someone's hair. Which player deep down gets angry?
Faf du Plessis, without a doubt.
Another quick one. Well, Dale, to finish, you have the chainsaw celebration that you have made your own, but it's a bit tired. The chainsaw needs a little servicing, let's just say. Are you up for a new celebration?
Yeah. What you got for me?
It's the Into the Fire celebration. It's the new, it's cool like you. Here it is. Follow me. You like to visualize well. See this. You've just got rid of an Aussie batter and put the hand out there like you're shading the sun. Stand still and hold it for the drama, then wipe the brow. Stay into the fire. Now
So
you
that's
try.
so that's what I gotta do. I gotta hand out in the sun,
Yeah,
stand still, like that.
pretty good. Just
There. You should have acted in the Hollywood movie, not me. You can see I can't really get this. But so if I get a wicket on Friday night, that's the celebration that I'm doing. Okay.
Well, Dale Steyn, you are the biggest legend, and I can't believe I've been lucky enough to meet you. Thanks for going into the fire with me.
Thank you. So.
That's okay. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, Dale. It was the best day of my life. See you Friday. Oh, and cheers for the hat.